Welcome to Nausheen's YouTube channel. Friends, today we're going to show you how to make butter chicken. Butter chicken is a very popular Indian curry. Butter chicken or Murgh Makani is a curry of chicken in a spice, tomato, butter and cream. So viewers, I'm going to show you step by step how to make butter chicken. Please be with me and stay with me. Here are the ingredients which I will be needed to make butter chicken, very popular Indian dish. The main ingredients which I will be needed. You can see I have cubed chicken breast. You have to make sure the chicken are cubed, means you have to make sure you cut the chicken breast into this kind of small shape pieces. So I have here 5 pounds of cubed chicken breast. Spices that I will be adding one by one is 2 tablespoons of fresh blended ginger, half a cup of plain yogurt, cumin powder, fresh cumin powder which I will be needed, garam masala, I have cloves, I have elach, I have cinnamon stick, and I blend this one together. Obviously, you will be needed the salt. And one more ingredient which is very important to give the flavor. Tandoori spice. So I have here 3 tablespoons of powdered tandoori spice. And you see the can, tomato puree, 1 can, medium size obviously. Tomato sauce, I will be needed half a cup of tomato sauce. And here I have tomato, which is crushed tomato. Crushed tomato, I will be needed 1 whole can. This tomato I will be needed to make butter chicken sauce. Here another thing I have to make sure that I add, which is mustard oil. Half a cup of mustard oil, or you may add 1/4 if you want, because a lot of people, we don't like too much oil. So after I will add all my spices into the chicken. This is very important. You can see you will be needed this skewer. This skewer I got it from Lebanese store. You can get it from Indian store too. So I will one by one use my chicken cube and put it into this skewer, and then I will bake it in the oven. So let's show you how step by step I'm going to put all my ingredients into the chicken. My chickens are cut into small pieces. Now I am going to put this one into a big bowl. Time to add all my spices. First I am going to add plain yogurt. Then I have 2 tablespoons of fresh ginger. Ginger is always very important for any kind of Indian dish. Then I'm going to add the tandoori powder. 3 tablespoons of tandoori powder. And I did mention for the flavor you need garam masala. So 1.5 tablespoon of garam masala, 1 tablespoon of cumin powder, and you need to add salt as you like. It depends on your taste. Then I'm going to pour the mustard oil. Time to mix. I'm going to start mixing all my ingredients. You have to make sure everything is mixed very well. All the spices should be blended. You can see all my spices are all blended together. Now I'm going to cover this and marinate for, you can do overnight or you can do 4 hours. Time for me to check the marinated chicken. You can see my marination is done properly. All my spices are blended together. So I'm going to use my hand to put the chicken into the skewer. Remember, I did mention about the skewer. I am holding a skewer now. So step 1. Usually, before baking the chicken, it's very, very important to use oil, and you have to make sure you put it at the top of the skewer. So once you put the chicken into the skewer and you finish the baking, it will be smooth to take the chicken out. So now I'm going to slowly take the chicken one by one and put it into my skewer. This is how you do. This particular butter chicken recipe, I got it from my brother-in-law in Montreal. Most of the restaurant people do cook the butter chicken a little bit differently. They don't do this process, the process that I'm showing you, that baking the chicken by using the skewer and then adding the sauce into the chicken. This is a very particular method that I am showing you how I will be cooking the butter chicken. So you can see one of my skewer is down. Now I am going to put chicken cube in a couple of more skewer. Now you can see all my chickens are put inside the skewer, ready to be baked. Now, main thing that I would like you to remind you, baking is going to be by using the broiler. So let's take all my chicken into the oven. Now I'm placing my chicken into the oven. So you can see that I am broiling the chicken into high heat. So you have high and low. So I put high. The chicken is getting broiled. So I will broil the chicken until I see the chicken is changing its color and softened. Time for me to prepare the butter chicken sauce. So very important for the butter chicken is heavy whipping cream. Here I have 3 quart of heavy whipping cream which I will be using. So viewers, let's have a look how I will mix all my ingredients and start making my butter chicken sauce while the chicken is cooking in the oven. In a medium-high heat, I'm heating up the pot, and now I'm going to pour half a cup of canola oil. I'm going to heat the oil for 1 or 2 minutes. My oil is all heated up. Now I'm going to start pouring all the ingredients. Tomato puree, a medium-sized can of tomato puree I'm adding and pouring into the pot. 1 can. Crushed tomatoes, 1 can. Then I will be adding half a cup of tomato sauce. Then time for me to add the spices. 1 tablespoon of cumin powder, 1 tablespoon of garam masala powder. I will mix this spice well. Once all the spices are mixed, the only one spice I haven't added is the kasoori methi, which I will be adding little later after adding the heavy cream. The kasoori methi, I really would like to show you the packet. This is the packet of the kasoori methi. It looks like this. You can see the methi leaf. It's very important for the butter chicken to give the aroma flavor of typical butter chicken. Now I will start adding the heavy cream. Here I'm adding 1 whole quart of heavy cream. I'm going to start adding another one. Then you have to stir continuously. I'm so happy that I'm sharing this recipe to you all. It was supposed to be a secret recipe from my brother-in-law in Montreal. And I have been cooking and preparing the butter chicken for years for my relatives, my friends, and my children and family. But I couldn't resist without sharing this recipe, secret recipe, which are not going to be secret anymore, with all my friends and viewers of entire world. So you can see this looks like light, I would say light red, not orange yet. But while I will cook this sauce, it's going to start changing the color from light red to orangish color. Now it's time for me to add the kasoori methi, which I just mentioned to you. 1 cup of kasoori methi, and I will mix this together, and I will cook for half an hour in a medium-high heat. So let it cook for half an hour, and while this is getting cooked, I would like to check on my chicken, which I'm baking in the oven. You can see the top part is all baked. It's time for me to turn this skewer around. So you have to make sure all the sides are cooked properly. Now again I will put this one inside the oven and I'm going to cook for another 10 or 15 minutes in a high heat broiler. You can see all my chicken are all done. You have to make sure it's all moist, not too dry. For me to get all the chicken out from the skewer to a bowl, I'm using this paper towel because it's hot. It's always easy for you to get the chicken out from the skewer when it's hot. Wow, very nice and very juicy. That's what I want, the texture. You can see it. And because I put the oil at the beginning into the skewer, it's so easy for me to take all the meat out. So now I'm going to put all my chicken at the side because I'm making the sauce. Once the sauce is done, I will show you what's next. The sauce looks good. You can see all my ingredients are blended together and I want to make sure it gets thick. Now you see it's watery. So usually the sauce for butter chicken, we cook it for 1 hour because we have to make sure this texture of the sauce is thick and the color is going to be light orange. So I'm going to let it cook for 1 hour. Now I want to show you whether my sauce is all done. Yes, it is. It's all thick, you can see, and the color change into light orange. So now I'm going to add my chicken slowly into the sauce. Slowly I'm going to add my chickens which I baked. I'm saying baked because I did baked in the oven, even though I used the broiler. I'm using my hand because it's easy for me to add the chicken into the sauce with my hand. Looks good. This butter chicken usually you can eat with the rice, white rice or rice pilaf, or you can eat with naan bread or any kind of bread, even French bread, because it does have a lot of sauce, so you can dip it and you can eat it. Now I want to make sure all my chickens are dipped inside the sauce. See, my sauce is all really thick. So time for me to pour this one into a bowl. going to start putting my buttered chicken into the dish. You can see the color and the sauce. So this is a typical authentic butter chicken. So you can see I used a different technique, which is using the chicken breast and a skewer. So look at the sauce. It's very, very thick. So friends, all my viewers, hope you like my butter chicken recipe. Don't forget to try this recipe at home and enjoy.